There's a little scrolly thing. Hey there. Startup on that was a little weird. Haven't done a live video before. All right, so this is a biologist, former biologist, talking a bit about some terms that are thrown about, being misused terms in a misused way, sort of a double whammy of bullshit. And I'm here to help out just the tiniest bit if I can. To get right to it, let's do some quick terms. Let's take immunity and just recall that when we're talking about something that can infect you, a member of your species, let's not really talk about immunity. You're really talking about resistance. If exposed, how resistant are you? Okay, so that is really what we mean. Hypothetically, 100% resistance would be immunity. That's kind of a gold, never to be reached kind of standard thing. Even though we talk like you get immune, you just have higher resistance, okay? So that's resistance. Exposure, right? That's the deal. We have exposure all the time to COVID-19. And so therefore, the question is, upon exposure, what's the chance that you'll actually have it, okay? You can have certain qualities which gives you higher resistance. Fine. We don't really know what those qualities are at this point or anything like that. So then what we do is we say, okay, with higher resistance around, we say through vaccination, we don't have a vaccination for COVID-19, but let's say something we do have a good vaccination for. And what that does is it doesn't make you immune. Having it and then recovering from it doesn't make you immune. They give you resistance, better resistance. So with a lot of people around with really high resistance, technologically assisted resistance in the case of a vaccine, then that means everyone is less exposed to it. Okay? That's herd immunity. Herd immunity, which is better said as higher herd resistance, simply means that the prevalence is low because so many people are resistant. It's a good thing because people who can't get a vaccination are also protected because the prevalence is lower. So exposure is lower. So at a certain rate of vaccination for many, many, many diseases, a bunch of people are going to be better off when otherwise they would have been completely unprotected. It's everyone else's high resistance that's helping protect them. This is one of the few times when we've got a big technological win-win. Okay? So that is herd immunity, so-called, in medical terms. It has nothing to do with the way it's being used, which is as some sort of bizarre notion of, well, we'll just let a whole bunch of people die and then everybody will be okay, or some shit like that. Okay? Not only does that make no sense, it's also barbaric, and it has nothing to do with any epidemiological concept that we need to take into account right now. So here we have a badly used term for a bad purpose. And in people's outrage against that bad purpose, they actually speak as if the term was being used correctly. Now, this isn't just me being pedantic. I mean, it kind of is. But aside from that, it's also the fact that you're being ruled by fear when you do that. It's like you say, oh my God, there is a biological reason, there is a medical reason for this, but it's just immoral. No, there's not even a biological reason for talking like that. There's not even a medical reason for talking like that. So, don't be fooled. Don't be terrified. Be outraged at the stupidity and the barbarity without giving any credence to the terminology as used. They're using it stupidly. You can ignore that and not be terrified by it. All right, there you go. I'm done. I have no idea whether this was a good idea. Stay safe, please.